now's the time to do it, especially if you are a team that prefers playing on Erangel compared to Miramar. Although I will say by this point, you've got no choice. You've got to have played both maps to a good degree. And I remember our many moons ago, back in 2019, the spreadsheets that you created, Jordan, with the difference between teams, how they played on Erangel and how they played on Miramar. It is substantial. The evidence backs it up. There is a difference. And obviously going into the last two games tonight, we will see at least a guarantee one team will perform better on Miramar than they did on Erangel. So we'll see how this final match.
Erangel, they're sitting in somewhere around 6th or 7th place, something like that. They've had a couple of decent placements. As unfortunately for CJ, he does get picked up by Heisaki. Yeah, they've been doing okay for themselves. And I think, you know, going out of Erangel, sorry, into Miramar, they should be feeling fairly confident. Either way, they're on their rotate pretty early on in the piece.
Yeah, and a lot of the reason for that was because the playing path was basically from like Kameshki to Novo, so it really did cut out a lot of the western side of Erangel for this game. Oh, Bad Guy's going to be knocked down by JJ Leo. Bad Guy's actually been a performer for Cerberus Esports so far tonight. To lose him early is going to be detrimental for his team. I don't know if they're going to have someone swing back, maybe go for the revive. Doesn't look like it, and definitely no chance now. Anquan's profile picture, by the way, is quite interesting as we get some stats here of Fury Australia as well over to the right-hand side. Insight.
I mean, I got to say, I really like Insight's jersey there. It's just to have started off nicely as well, getting themselves on that rotate in, and maybe an early kill here, and Gems double tap to Carbs. That is going to be the end of him, and that's not a great start at all here for the boys from the Philippines, unfortunately, now having lost a couple of players.
That you like our do-it-yourself jersey designed by Fico. Would you be interested in receiving one? I mean, I'll take a real jersey. I don't know about the do-it-yourself one from Fico though. So if you want to send one, sure.
There you go.
But I appreciate the concern. Yeah.
A couple of players actually behind them as we turn our attention to DIC and Atletico, who seem to have run into each other. Insight does manage to get a knock and a kill onto RDK Boss. Not a bad start for Fury in this game once again. They've been performing well today. That seems like it will continue. Keeping an eye on them. It was that late rotation that was coming in from BTF that's been picked off. And you can really see where this one is going, Xenox. It seems to be, again, the same old story for Ferox. Sweet Soul trying to rotate in, gets knocked down early. Made in Thailand are going to secure that kill. There's no chance Sweet Soul survives, and the rest of the boys are out of here. Not interested at all. And it just seems like the woes continue for Ferox tonight.
I was about to say Sweetie and the Secret Agents, but we're going back a little bit there. Thailand have got the yellows in their control. And again, interestingly enough, similar to game number 1, like a Kamuka. Oh, the sweet swap! No, it was Juicy.
No, it was
I
Juicy.
don't know how much of that. I'm going to give a little bit of credit to Waikika. He'll say he hit a few shots and a few tags, but Juicy gets knocked down. Saves Waikika Kamuka. There goes Teddy. You said Fury have been performing probably the best of the bunch from the Australian teams, and they continue to do that. Match day trade.
Yeah, but he's done actually a pretty good job. He's already managed to knock one of those day trade players. Now the res does come out there, but getting helped out by Subang. Vassals on the roof. Day trade gaming was always going to be rough for them coming out of the water, and this is exactly why Cerberus essentially gatekeeping even them on the way in. So that'll be a couple of nice points on the board here for Cerberus. Where's the rest of the day trade players ended up, actually? Are they all dead? No, 2 of them are still alive. Actually, they've gotten into the petrol station just north of the bridge.
They have.
So
For esports.
I don't know where they're going to end up here, Division X Gaming. Like, I don't think they're going to have a good time there at all, as we do keep an eye on Cerberus trying to get across the bridge. It's Golden Cat that is trying to gatekeep them, but this may change relatively quickly if Reality can actually get inside of this Wizzy. For now, not being able to because he's being covered off by some of those extra Golden Cat players that may go on through. 6 stacks will be okay to hide in the room, and Maxonus is, I guess, the MVP here for Golden Cat because he's really the one stopping Creatori from actually pushing into this Wizard Hut, and now Flash does go on in. Reality cops a little bit of damage from that grenade. Zigzag's surely going to push this.
Well, he doesn't have to push it. He can just hold it if he really wants to. Although reinforcements slowly, very slowly arriving for Kuritory Esports in 1405. He's not going to be able to get there in time. 6 stacks, or 6 sacks, I should say. And Magzona is both going to be able to take out those members of Kuritory Esports that pushed into that Wizzy Tower. In fact, now 1405, at least from what I can see in the mini-map, has been spotted, found, and annihilated. And for Kuritory Esports, I think general in how they've been performing as a team, which has been much better. Maybe a pinch, though. They've got them on either side, just about, unless Ronan continues to hold that anchor position. Grumps is spotted by Gems from Q Confirm. He might just confirm his head if Grumps even stays still for a split second here.
I got to say, I don't think either of these teams are going to be particularly keen on taking this fight, but Fury will certainly be happier too, as long as they don't end up getting third-partied by Q Confirm. Grumps and Cozzy, though, they're going to run into each other 100%. It's just a case of who spots who first, and it's Waikika Mukau who's going to put some more damage numbers on the board. Once again, being a top performer for this Fury roster, and there is no reason to imagine that that is going to stop today.
Oh, that's not good. Gems finds a knockdown into Waikika Mukau, though. There is actually still a chance, that even though Nikos goes down, if for whatever reason Insight somehow bleeds out, that would be a kill for Ferox. I don't think it's going to happen, though. A smoke and a res is probably going to come out. They do lose Waikika Mukau. Well, 5 early kills for Fury Australia. Even if, Jordan, they go out before the placement points, they've already picked up enough kills in this game that they can at least say, okay, match 3 wasn't so bad. We got something out of it, move on to the next one. But for Ferox, again, nothing. 3 games in a row, they're still stuck on 0. At this point, Mishka's going to have no work to do on the end game graphic that he's going to put up on Twitter. Might as well just take a picture of a donut and just put it up there.
That's a pretty rough situation to be in, I guess, for Ferox. But either way, maybe Miramar will result in some.
I do hope it changes, though, for the record. I'm not that top. I love Ferox. Hopefully they can change it around on Miramar.
Cerberus, though, under a bit of pressure right now from Golden Cat, who do have 3 players alive, but 6 sacks out of the fight for a moment as he was medding on up. Circle does shift into the center. Golden Cat just absolutely deletes Cerberus. There's a few nice points picked up for them. Division X Gaming will be happy with the way that this circle has ended up shifting, because it's put them in, again, you know, just another position where they can sit safely. I was going to mention earlier on that Insight and the rest of Fury do have to be aware of AAP behind them. That is a perfect grenade. Mad Dog is dead. Insight does get traded back on down, but he should be okay. He wasn't flushed, just knocked. And so again, Fury finding another engagement and winning another engagement.
Well, I mean, they've been winning these engagements, and also now, after this is their 2nd or 3rd one this game, they're not really losing too many players in each engagement. I mean, even Waikika Mukau didn't technically die from the engagement with Ferox. He was just unfortunately third-partied at a very inopportune time. Sleepmate's knocked down. Looks like Extreme should be able to get the revive. Flood's going to grip up with Blink. Gaming still hold the broken shack. Made in Thailand and now going to make their way over to this shack. Boya, the entry frag onto 19 cent. Minera now gets Sabao. The shack is now ours, just made in Thailand. Just as easy as that. They want it, they get it. There's nothing Division X Gaming are going to be able to do to stop them. There is a tag, though, from Dr. Logi, who's going to knock down Duckman. Not sure whether or not he's actually safe. Insight finds Fury's 8th kill. Jukes is going to knock down onto Levi's. As the fight with Divine now begins from Fury. Insight's knocked down. Ronan's going to be finished off by Man. VTF with a 3rd party. And Fury's good fortunes maybe just coming to an end here, Jordan, for Game 3. 8 kills, a lot of exchanges. But you take all these fights early on, you're not always going to be able to come out ahead.
Yeah, it's just one too many engagements, you know. They feel like they've really been winning them all, and they might end up actually getting another kill there onto Man, I thought. That'll be finished off by Q Confirmed. But Jukesy, the last man standing here for Fury, has a bit of a rough rotation in, and I'm not really sure where he's going to end up. DIC looking to breach one of these huts, and they seem to have done so relatively okay. They are getting third-partied. Levi's should get picked up here by Turtle as they drop a smoke down to cover their position. And it's Atletico now that are on the move, and this is what you'd like to see a little bit more of from Atletico, I'm sure, Xenox.
Yeah.
On the move, aggressive into Phoenix Gaming, and a great grenade from Zoid, mate, not to mention a knock from the N24 of Flood.
I mean, whether or not they had the option doesn't really matter. And you've got to play like this, you've got to play like this, the Blue's going to force it, but you've got to be able to capitalize. They now lose Extreme and Flood, though. Zoid links two very powerful players with a lot of veteran shit behind them and experience. Push on 1 HP finally goes down. And there's all but now certainly a chance that Extreme can get revived for Atletico. 5 teams remain. Atletico pick up the kills. They'll have 3 up, provided they can get this revive. And it looks like they will be able to. No one's looking in their direction. Circle for phase 6.
Of DIC to the south of them, but quite frankly, if I'm Division X Gaming right now, I'm feeling like that's another potential couple of kills for us. Made in Thailand are farming right now, though, as they find themselves another one, courtesy of Duckmans. Long K, though, getting involved in the discussion as JJ Leo is finished off by him. I think this will be the end for DIC. I don't really see the way that they can get out of here. They probably run out of smokes.
Wow, 74-1 now into the blue. Just gets off the first aid kit, but as soon as he steps outside, Duckman puts him down. And while Tony makes the smart decision for DIC, denies at least 1 point there, Duckman does get 74-1. 4 teams remaining, Atletico, QC, Division X Gaming, and yeah, and the fact that the dust is still moving, it's moving in the right direction. It's giving him a bit more breathing room going into the circle. So he has popped the tire. He probably does want it to stop moving just so he can stay prone. Linksy going to be knocked down by Jowman, but in the end, it did work out. Division X, though, MBK steals the kill away from Jowman. Zoid, though, does get MBK. 1 more to get with. Atletico Zoid, mate, cannot hit it. And Extreme, who played for position as the nade from Minoru, is going to be a... I mean, it says Extreme and Zoid got the kills, though.
I think Extreme must have fired a couple of shots in there.
He must have.
Here for Q confirmed as they try to scope out the positions of Made in Thailand. So far, seems like it is going the way of Q confirmed. Gems firing a few shots there into Naru. Jayers will finish him off. That's a good knock. That's a good start to the engagement, but an even better response. Duckman's a very strong player and someone that you cannot be underestimating in these late game fights.
Oh, Extreme pops up. He gets gems. Can he confirm it, though? That's the crucial part. At least get 1 for it. If you're going to pop up out of the grass, you got to find something. Oh, Extreme. He's nutty with the spray. He gets Jowman 2 down for Q confirmed. This is perfect for Made in Thailand. The solo player spots Q confirmed. Made in Thailand realize what has happened. They're going to make their way straight over to Jayers and Sphere. They can't even respond to Extreme. He's got the 2 knocks, but can he confirm them? Jayers. It's also crucial for Extreme if he can stay alive in this scenario and get top 2. He gets 2 kills and 2nd place for Atletico. Made in Thailand are probably going to get the win, but I'm not going to count anything just yet. It's Extreme 2G.
Of the circle, so he's going to have to move first. Duckmans will be the primary target. That's the one that Extreme will look to find first. And he's really trying to bide his time and last as long as possible here. Find a one-on-one. Not really being given it, and now gives away his position. Duckmans will keep an eye on that. And Boya in the vehicle. Here we go, Xenox.
I've seen something like this before. It happened at PUBG Nations Cup with Brazil and Thailand. Didn't work out for the team that had 3 alive and someone was in a car. But I will say, Duckman is involved. They should pick up the win eventually, and they do. Esquilusia picks up Extreme, picks up kill number 10 for Made in Thailand, and they pick up their first chicken.